What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, we're going to go through 5 positions that I decided to buy, and we're going to break down exactly why I decided to buy them and why it totals to 6.25 billion coins. Now, that is insane, an insane amount of coins. It gets a little bit ridiculous as you get to some of these lower prices, but we're going to talk about them and break down why I decided to buy them and how much I bought of them, when it comes to dollar figures. But yeah, it's 5 coins. We're going to get into this in a little bit. So make sure you guys hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, check out some of the links down below. If you guys want some Profit apparel gear, feel free to check that out. That's one of the links in the description, as well as following me on Twitter. I'm going to start posting a little bit more on Twitter just because I really don't post a lot over there, and I want to post a little bit more and give people updates as time goes on, about different things, investments, and different moves that I'm making, and just things here and there. So definitely check that out. But let's go ahead and dive into what the positions actually are and why I decided to buy them. So first, let's just list the positions. So currently I bought Floki recently. I bought $62 worth, which is about 1.6 million. I also bought Elon, which is around 32 million Elon. I know people have a lot more than that, but I'm sitting on 32 million. Saitama, I have about 1 billion. I also have Baby Doge at 5.1 billion and Yoshi at 22.6 million. Now, these are all the positions I decided to buy. Now, if you see over here, the prices, obviously they range from most, greatest to least, right? I didn't buy a lot of all these, but I bought a lot of coins, right? The reason why I decided to make these moves, and I'll explain that before I get into all of the detail there, is because potential can come in so many different ways. As you see with Shiba Inu, a lot of these can be like carbon copies of Shiba Inu. And if the idea is to burn off coins, a lot of the copies will burn off coins more aggressively, which means that you may have more potential with some of these coins, which they end up burning off a significant amount. And some people that are holding a ton will sell some off, understandable, and then they'll keep burning and it'll keep generating, it'll keep moving. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm looking to push this, whatever I'm holding here, and hold it for as long as I'm pretty much holding Shiba Inu. Maybe less time, depending on how aggressive they are, but we'll see how that all factors in. But first, let's go to CoinMarketCap, and we're going to type in Floki. And what did I see within Floki? So currently, you can see that the market cap is below that $1 billion mark, right? If we're trying to see something that has the same strength as Shiba Inu, obviously you want to see a massive amount of movement here. You want to see a massive amount of market cap, where it can get to 15 billion, where it can get to $20 billion market cap. But you can see right now, what you're looking at is 9 trillion Floki coins that are out there. That's total supply. Everything's out there. There's no dilution, which is always a good thing. However, when you get into the Etherscan, you go into some of this information. You have the 10 trillion Floki, but then you go into holders and you're going to see that they do have a dead wallet, 14% that's actually burned off, right? Now, the only thing I don't understand about all of these, and I don't like, is the fact that when things go into the dead wallet, I like to see it adjusted on the total supply. However, you don't see that on the total supply for Floki, but nevertheless, there's not many holders. I feel like we're not really in the beginning stages of it, but as they continue to make these moves, if they decide to, burn off more, and I don't know how that process all is, you can definitely see higher and higher prices. So what I'm holding right now could be worth a hell of a lot in the long run. So that's why I decided to get into it. A lot of times you'll see these dead wallets, you'll see an opportunity to where it can burn. And what the thing is that I want to look into a little bit more as to what their mindset is, what the process is in, getting rid of some of these coins, right? If it actually is something that a lot of people are doing, or we just have a ton of people with 1% or 2%, holding this position, right? So we'll see how it all plays out. This is why I only hold $60 worth, or 1.6 million, because I understand if it does get to $1, that's 1 million, $1.6 million, which it has a better chance of getting to that level than Shiba Inu, just because of the supply right now. Short term, I would say Shiba Inu is definitely going to get there, but it definitely has a chance to get to this level sometime soon. And that's why I put $60 into it, because I wanted to get just about 1 million before, I end up making any other moves. So that's why I decided to get into Floki. Not too much into the use case. None of this is really into the use case. All of this is bought in Gate.io because that's my platform to buy newer coins that may have some massive potential in the future, whether it's a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I know that we'll have a ton of coins that could make a move. So that's why I decided to get into there. Now, what we want to look into is Elon, right? That's the next one on the list. So let's go ahead and type Elon up here. A lot of people ask me about this position, and I guess I have to do a separate video on this because, like I said, it was like 20 people that asked me for it in the live stream just this morning. So currently, you're going to see that you have 553 trillion coins that are out there, a total supply of 1 quadrillion. You look at $425 million market cap, which is really low for where a lot of these popular coins can get to. And it is available on a ton of markets here. So you can get it on a lot of different places. I have it on Gate.io. But when you go into the Etherscan, again, what you're going to see when you go into holders is, one, you don't have a crazy amount of holders, which eventually you will get to that point. You do have 43% that's held in this foundation. So that's why I actually saw this as a potential chance. I just saw that there's an opportunity to buy a decent amount of it, and we'll see what it can be in the future. If you look at Twitter, I think it's 500,000 people that are following Elon. So again, I have to do a little bit of research, a little bit more research. But from what I saw, I wanted to get my foot in the door before I decided to make any other moves after that. Now, the next position that I have here is Saitama. This is one that was brought to me on a ton of occasions, literally basically every single live stream where people were like, what do you think about this position? And I'll tell you that I was not a fan, and I still really am not a huge fan of this position here. And the reason why is just because there's so many coins out there. I mean, you could say the same for Shiba Inu, but if you look at this, you're looking at million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. You're looking at 100 quadrillion coins, which total supply is 44 quadrillion, but that's still a crazy amount. Now, I don't know, the reason why I'm so interested in this is because I don't know what the burn rate will be, because the burn rate seems pretty aggressive. From what I'm understanding, it seems pretty aggressive, and that's what I like. So if I can get in with at a low price, hold it for a long period of time, you understand that a lot of these carbon copies, a lot of these copies of these coins, of Shiba Inu, of Dogecoin, will be more aggressive in the same outlook of how Dogecoin or how Shiba Inu is. And if they're looking to burn off coins or push it to a dead wallet, it will be something that will be more aggressive. So instead of Shiba Inu burning 30%, well, now Saitama's burning, 50%, right? So it ends up looking a lot better in this position because they want it to be more popular. That's what, these coins are all about. Popularity is everything. So when we look into this information, this is where we see that you do have a dead wallet, which 56% of it is actually in that dead wallet. So leaving about 44 quadrillion coins there. And obviously that can continue, and you can burn off 99% or 99.9%, whatever you ended up burning off. But it can end up getting to that point, which will get you to a higher and higher price. And as people continue to sell their position, that burns off, right? Let's say somebody gets up to $100,000. They decide they don't want to make any moves after that. They're happy with $100,000. They sell all of their position. Well, now that price does come down a little bit. They end up burning off more coins. The price goes up because the demand goes up. As they burn off more coins, it continues to increase that demand. And as you see that price go up, people end up selling, and it's just a circle, right? It's just a revolving circle, and it's just a revolving cycle, and it just continues to grow in price because the supply comes down. So that's what I'm looking for in a lot of these positions, and that's why I like seeing all of these dead wallets here. Another one is Baby Doge, which basically is the same concept. So if we go into Baby Doge here, Baby Doge, Baby Dogecoin, there it goes. You're going to see it at a very, very low price with a ton of supply that's out there. I mean, a It's just a ridiculous amount of supply that's out there. Now, when you look into the Ether scan again, you're going to understand that the holders, right? You have a dead wallet here of 42%, but then you have one wallet here that has 56%. That's always a huge red flag. What are you doing with that 56%? Is that all going to be thrown into the dead wallet at one point? I was thinking about doing something to where I have a coin and, just throw coins into the dead wallet as time goes on. Maybe every quarter I throw off maybe like 5% or something like that. I would love to do that, but I haven't created a coin yet. Well, I did, but it was too expensive on the Ethereum network, and it was just ridiculous. So I'm looking to do something on the Binance network and actually get something launched with the logo and go through liquidity and all that other stuff, which will just be a great time, but I need some time to do it. So anyways, 42%, that's actually in the dead wallet. And then you see this 56% that's sitting there. That's always something that you worry about, but it could be something that really decreases the supply, which essentially increases the price. So if you're holding 5 billion, what does that equal? It could equal something pretty big. Obviously, it's going to take a while and a lot of movement in order for that to happen. But my $20 that I invested into it could turn into something a lot bigger. And these are all low risk, high reward, right? So that's why I decided to do it. And the last position that we have here is Yoshi. Yoshi, I have about 22.6 million. And if we go here and type this in, this is one that was brought up to me at the end of my live stream. And I just saw this the same way. I mean, you have a ton of supply that's out there, 38% of the supply that's out there right now. If you look into, the holders, you're basically going to have that same concept to where you have a number of coins that are actually in a dead wallet, 62% that's in a dead wallet. So it shows a lot of potential where you are going from here. And that's why I was really excited about these positions. So again, all of these are low risk, high reward. That's the whole reason why I jumped into it. It's low risk, high reward, where you can see it essentially increase to crazy numbers. However, it just all depends how aggressive they get, because to tell you the truth, Saitama can go absolutely crazy if they decide to do something ridiculous with the supply. Let's say all of a sudden they decide they want to burn off, 50% per quarter. You never know, right? And I don't know the full processes of how the burn rates are applied, and that's what I want to explore more, and that's why I only put $20 in most of them. And then Floki, I put $60 in because I wanted to get over $1 million or over 1 million coins to essentially get you to that $1 million mark, right? So those are the positions that I bought, totaling to 6.25 billion coins, but way less dollars. And I think that it's great to be able to have a ton of coins that have low risk, high reward. And I will continue to buy more coins on Gate.io because a lot of them are offered on Gate.io before they're offered on some other platforms out there like Coinbase or, Coinbase Pro or, KuCoin or anything that's a major platform, Binance, Crypto.com. You'll see it go on here a lot sooner, right? And that's why I decided to get into a lot of these coins over here with a low price. The most that I have over here is PiCoin, where I have $812 invested in there, and I hold 100,000 of PiCoin at less than a penny, right? So I think of all of these as a huge opportunity. And again, low risk, high reward. You let me know what you think. I understand there's more that I need to look into, and I will do a full video on some of these if you guys want to. Let me know if you want a full video on any of these that I mentioned, and then we can break down those in the order of popularity in the comment section. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.